everybody. You were never really here is the movie. Maybe you've heard of it. Obviously, you're looking for a review because you clicked on it. You're watching me. So I don't know how it ended up on my watch list, but it's finally available for me to watch. It got there somehow, some way, but I don't think it was ever heavily publicized. I didn't see a lot of advertisements for this like we do all the other movies. But it stars Joaquin Phoenix, and it's got pretty high ratings. But he's the only actor in it that I recognize by name, so I'll have to see if there's anybody else. But basically, he's a veteran who becomes a contract killer, who then goes out and tries to save girls who are kidnapped and are being forced to be prostitutes or something like that, I think. So that's pretty much what I get out of it. Now, the important thing is, Rotten Tomatoes, 89% from the critics, 75% from the audience. So that's really good. And then IMDb at 7.3. So again, not a film that I heard a lot about, but yet it's got good ratings. But what really matters is what we rate it. So I'll get into it and give you a better idea of the synopsis on the first check-in, and then I'll talk a little bit about what I think of the movie so far and see if it's worth watching. It seems like it should be. High expectations from me. So stick around. I'll be back in a little bit. Hey everybody, want to do a quick check-in here. You were never really here. We're at the 46-minute and 35-second mark. And let me tell you, right from the beginning, it's very mysterious in what's going on. To fast forward a little bit, so Joaquin Phoenix plays, as I mentioned, it seems like a veteran. They haven't revealed that yet, but who gets hired to go out and find these girls who are either kidnapped or run away and kind of get caught up in prostitution somehow, some way. So the first opening scene is very mysterious. Not sure exactly what happens. It seems like he went in and did something to get somebody back, but you don't know that. And the music is great. I mean, it really adds to the mystery of the scene. So I'm hoping they come back and kind of shed some light on what really happened there, I think, or they're going to leave it to your imagination. But ultimately, what then happens is he gets hired. So I guess he has a guy he works with, a contact, that hires him now to go get his daughter. So he's like a senator, or the son of a senator, whose 16-year-old daughter has run away and is caught up in this. And so they hire Joaquin Phoenix to go ahead and find her. He's got a tip, so he's going to go in, and he's very brutal. This is what the one guy even calls him. I hear you're brutal. He's like, I can be. And looking at Joaquin Phoenix, he's big, like he's built, like it's amazing. Like you've seen him in other movies where he's skinnier, and he's not like, and it just makes you think about like how incredible it is that they can get big and get small at the drop of a hat, or it seems like a drop of a hat to us. I'm sure there's a lot of work that goes into it, but I guess if that's your job, that's what you got to do. Like, I can't lose weight to save my life, but these guys can go up and down all the time. So anyway, and he's an excellent actor. But that's really where we are so far in this. The reason I kind of stopped it here is now it's starting to kind of take a little bit of a turn. So it seems like there's going to be some kind of conspiracy, and I don't want to allude to what that is, but I'll think of a way to try and break it down for you a little bit. But I don't think it's just rescuing these girls, or something that's going on behind the scenes that we're not fully aware of. And it does say conspiracy in one of the synopsises I read, so it's not a spoiler alert. But the one thing the other thing I failed to mention so far is he lives with his mom. So there's a lot of the him living at home and showing how I guess they use the word traumatized, but how he is like playing with knives and stuff like that, and like he almost seems suicidal. But it's like a whole beginning was also dedicated to that, to showing, how he is mentally. Not a lot of dialogue, just him roaming around doing things like that. So it was a little slow, but it was, I think, building up to where his mental state is. And like I say, he lives with his mom. That's not a major deal, but that's there. And it's riddled with these flashbacks, what I've seen. You don't get a full glimpse of it, but it seems like flashes into his past on, again, what has created his mental state so far and made him what he is. Very interesting. I like it. It's a little more artsy than we're used to, I think. And it's not a popcorn flick. So going to get into it a little bit more. It's only an hour and 29-minute movie, so there's only 42 minutes left. So I probably won't see you to the credits, but hang in there. I'll let you know. Hopefully I can explain a little bit better on what the conspiracy is without ruining it. But I'll also let you know how good it is. And so far, it's pretty good. All right, see you in a bit. Hey everybody, the credits are over. The credits aren't even on anymore because I'm sitting here bewildered. As you know, the plot, what was going on with Joaquin Phoenix and his character and saving these girls, and he's a hired killer and things like that. And then a conspiracy starts to unravel. What appears to be a conspiracy. For some people, the one girl he goes to rescue are coming after her. And there seems to be a lot more behind the scenes, but it's not ever made clear. Meanwhile, he's continuing to go, have these flashbacks and stares and thinks about, his childhood and what seems to be an abusive father, potentially. Something happens to his mother, never made clear. He never really says that he was in the army. There's a little piece that kind of shows it, but you're not sure what it's meant. At least I'm not. And then there's the title. You were never really here. So it's like, I think all this plays into, a lot of different things that could have happened here that confused the heck out of me. It was a well done movie. There was like violence, like real quick, his weapon of choice as he goes into these places is a hammer. But they kind of don't show you what happened. They show you the aftermath, so that's kind of interesting in the cinematography and the way that they filmed it, and the music, the score, the soundtrack, whatever you call it, is phenomenal with this movie. I thought those together, and that's not normally what I'm into. The cinematography and the music, come on. And the acting, I'm more about the plot, and So, but exact opposite here for me. I thought the way it was filmed and things like that were great, and the way it was acted was incredible. Even though slightly artsy, it's an indie film, but the plot, the synopsis of what the plot is understandable, and I get it, and that came out in the film. But then there's all this other stuff that goes on, and you're not exactly sure what has happened. There's scenes that are put in there that, I don't know. Like, was he really there? And do I need to watch this again? Because I really, truly don't quite understand it. So, I don't want to go on too long. I'm trying to keep these reviews shorter so people will watch more of them. So, I know a lot of you out there are a lot smarter than me, and you see these movies, and you've shared comments with me. I really would like, if you see this movie, share your comments. Let me know what you think. Maybe you can help explain it. I might do an open discussion after this for those who are interested in it. So that's it. That's it for now. I'm gonna do an open discussion. So if you don't want to hear any spoilers, go ahead and pause it now, hit the like button, comment all you want. But if you're interested to talk a little bit more about the film we just watched together, stick around and we're gonna do that. Hey everybody, welcome to open discussion time. So, I didn't even have a chance to get a beer, just want to get into it here. Great film and the way it was made, but there's so many different things that happen, and let's just talk about those things and what do they really mean. I mean, they have this sauna scene where it seems like there was some homosexuality going on. I don't know the point of that. Whatever. And in very similar fashion, when I guess the Secret Service, I guess that's who guards the governor, when they're in the house and they have that hand-holding scene, I don't quite understand what's going on there, and they speak to each other, and I can't hear them because the music's so loud. And then there's that song. They kept playing that song throughout the whole movie. What does that mean? I don't quite understand that. Was he really there? What happened with his childhood. It seemed like his father was maybe abusive, sounded like it. I don't know. He sits in a chair with a thing over his face holding a hammer. Mother hides underneath the table. What happened there? What happened in the army? In the air, or whatever he was in. Wherever he hands a kid the candy bar and then somebody shoots him. Or he shot the kid. I really don't know. And then there's the trailer of what appears to be Asian women. So I'm assuming, it seems like, I've seen stories like that where, you know, they try and bring women somewhere and they put them in the back of a truck and, you know, there's not enough air or something like that, or not enough food, and they die. And it seems like he was involved somehow, some way, and he saw that at some point. What does that have to do with anything? What does this all mean? Like, and then the opening scene where he's coming out of that hotel, throws stuff away. It seems like he cleans up after a girl of some sort and throws it away, and then he goes out into the alleyway, and somebody attacks him and he headbutts him, and that's it. I don't know what happened there. It didn't seem like he came away with a girl. I think that's what he was supposed to do, is rescue girls, but maybe not. I don't know what happened there. There's so many things I'm so bewildered with. I don't know what's going on. So, let me know what you think. Let's talk about it, because there are all the things that just got lost on me. I watched this film only once, but I was involved. I was very interested in it. I thought it was a great film, except for all of those things. And maybe that's what they're meant to do, is play with our minds. But there's got to be symbolism there. There's got to be something going on. I've read some reviews and their theories, but I don't know. Maybe, is there a book that this is based on, I think, and maybe that's what I should read? I don't know. But anyway, that's it for me. There are all the things I thought about. I'd love to hear your theories on what actually happened here. And let me know, because I'm interested in, and if your suggestion is to watch it a second time and maybe I'll get it, maybe it wasn't really there, I don't know. That'd be great. I'll watch it again. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sticking around for the open discussion, and I really hope I hear from you. So thanks. Kimmel's Irish Pub.